Hello. Um, so we're back here in Disco Elysium. Now, if you remember what happened in the last episode, we found fucking Steven Crowder. We beat him up, and then we tried to talk to the union guy, but he wasn't there. So now issues arise because I have no clue where I should go at all. Should probably upgrade my drama more, since I've really only been upgrading empathy. But anyway, so I know you can like sleep and shit in this game, but I don't know how you actually sleep is the issue. I don't know if I need to like rent the room again or something. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Can we ask some more questions of this guy, or do I have to wake him up again? The worker's in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way on his way where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. What is up with the pills? I don't know. Okay, well I got some morale. Oh, it's magnesium. Alright, I could probably steal this. And I failed. Like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing? You're gonna get caught. Stop finger fucking him, officer. I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. You can sleepy there. What? No, I wasn't. Yeah, sure, I don't care. Just don't finger bang and stuff, okay? To be honest, he is correct. Police officers generally don't go around appropriating possessions from people. It was just an idea. Come on, relax, everyone. It didn't turn out well. It doesn't mean it was a bad idea or that you shouldn't appropriate stuff. Okay, I guess I've already had talking to him, so I guess I can't wake him up again. Actually, didn't I hear something about the chef? Didn't someone say there's something off about him? I don't remember who it was because it could have been one of the racist people we interacted with. Summer are closed for the winter. That's stupid. Why does it have to be closed? Hey, let's see if we can get rid of our expression trademark. If we actually do, I wonder if how much my face will change. Huh? Isn't this my room? What's this? Oh. Time fastest, read books, fast time quicker. That's the only thing it tells me to do whenever it comes to stuff. Why can't I open this door? Did I drop my key or something? Oh yeah, hold on, let's see if I can talk to this woman. You're the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. I'll swallow the emotion. Alright then. So yeah, that's the issue we have here is I don't know how to pass the time because okay, well it says I can sleep. But how? I forgot to prop up my mind. It has not told me how to sleep at all whatsoever. It just said, hey, you can sleep, but not how. Oh. Not that money I owe. When we come to some sort of arrangement. You paying me was what was already agreed you owed me. It's cold out. Still have my key, you know. Good luck trying to use it. Good draconian measures. All the locks have an electronic component. They can be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. I really didn't want to resort to this, no man is thinking. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. fine. I don't care anyway. Hey, do you have something interesting to say? You've been here all night. Okay. Yeah, I know it's about money, idiot. I don't know. I don't want to pause these recordings because I feel like something might happen that I won't be able to capture on camera. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a super ultra rare Easter egg or some shit. So, hold on. Oh, that's right. Kim has offered to pay for his damages. Okay. I have something we could sell. Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. Okay, then. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We could take this to the pawn shop down by Martinez Canal. See, it's about a pawn shop? Yeah, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late. What are those things? They're spinner hubcaps. Several of those things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, he makes a spinning noise. The caps keep on spinning. There's zero use for them, just for vanity. Huh, okay then. So you have to go to Roy's Nest now, which apparently is down here. What's this? Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore. Is this Roy's Nest? Roy's pawn shop, there we are. Bust of a woman. Simply says D-I-E-D-I. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Typical Marne street light sits among. The light pole's been carefully cut. The wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. This would be quite the statement in your living room. Where'd you get this? It was just brought to me altered. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit, it's rather clever what he's done with it. Okay then. What's up with this? Mostly military wear. It's not often I see officers from the Elysium in my pawn shop. What can I do for you? His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of the light against the walls of the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Oh, no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise. Who are your customers usually? All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. Like the collection. May I add something to it? It keeps me entertained. Okay then. He's welcome host. Is Roy high? He's welcome posed, but underneath you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug maybe. In the game. So, what button is it? The quick load? Okay, F9. How come you're still open? The pawn shop is always open. Roy doesn't really sleep. Alright, I guess we can try. Piss. Is this cheating? I don't know. I don't know how people will feel about this. Wait. Did I pause? Okay, no, I didn't pause the recording, I think. Wait, that was weird. Isn't F5 though the button? Isn't F5 also my pause button? Well, I should probably stop pressing the quick save and quick load buttons. How come you're still open? Nuts. Look at his weird talking to you. That might give you more clues. Okay then. with a shawl. Ornier is pronounced Ornier, and Classier is pronounced Classier. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're gay. Okay, so it's good that you're still open. The pawn shop is always open. Do you happen to carry on guns? Someone else came here asking the same question. Promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. Oh, this is a pawn shop. It did feel like you'd met before. Oh, God. Wait, I sold you my gun? You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. You said you were undeserving of a weapon, of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the chart photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. Do you like there's something you're not telling me? You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was I like? You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life, and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, when you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it, then I agreed to take it. Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape. How much did I sell the gun for? 15 real? This has got to be the most... Wow. There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice. Sorry you had to see me in that state. Was the buyer a police officer? She didn't seem like a police officer. Also, she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. That it was Kunoise who bought my gun? You've got to be kidding me! Right, so let me get this right. You sold your firearm, and now a civilian is running around the streets with it. His face does not reveal what's happening inside. I don't like it either. You're right. She could cast aspirations on the force. We have to find her. Any idea where I can find this buyer? I have no idea where she was coming from. A needle in a haystack, nothing you can do about it. At least I know how I lost my shit. Might be able to aid in our investigation. I doubt it, but you can answer any questions you might have. You know about the recent hanging? I'll do my best to keep all distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. He doesn't know anything. Huh. I never had any deals with the union boss. He's been by the shop a couple times. There's something awfully deliberate about that laziness. Are you hiding something? They weren't the most pleasant interactions. Small town bigwigs everyone wanted everyone to play part and to play the staging, but I bowed out at some point. I prefer to watch from afar while the bigwigs come and go. Maybe it's because you did business with you. He tried. He wanted to come to some mutually beneficial arrangement around my dealings with the dock workers. I politely declined to hear him out. So you don't know what kind of arrangement he was talking about? As I said, I refused to talk to him. That's why he hasn't come back. That's why he came back the second time, and it's also why he hasn't come back a third. Did he buy anything? He purchased a remarkably garish paperweight the first time he was here. Nothing the second. I have other questions. Actually, no, that's all I've got. Alright, then. Composure. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, hold on. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copotype. What's a copotype? Yeah, guess what's yours. Sorry cop? I'm not really sure. Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on here. What? What are other copotypes? Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Supercell, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. What the other copotypes be jealous? What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can do a copotype from sorry to anything. Okay then. Rigorous self-critique. Of course you are. It's like, it's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like, info. Or maybe every single time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen. Darn. What is white? Isn't that the... No, wait, that was a dance phrase theory, wasn't it? Yeah. What is this? Affording one guy it's favorable each time. Embarrassment to the party. You one sorry piece of shit, a cop penitent, gallant cop monk. Isn't that the right line of work for you? You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at the Mazavian show trial, ripping the flesh from your back. Jeez. I don't want to tell myself how I really feel, huh? I don't think this is supposed to happen. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and... Wait, no, quick save. Okay. Darn. Well, let me check my hotkeys real quick. See if F9 is anything. Because I'm almost positive F5 is my pause key. Hold on, this is taking a while to pull it up. I think OBS is crashing. I hope the guide won't crash. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't crash. Dark film projector is wearing away. One especially catches you like deep code and amber plastic with a big hand on the top. Classic weaknesses. Actually, I feel like this is something I should load save for. Don't remember which one to switch. I'm assuming this one. Also, yes, I am recording this at 5:21, bro. Fuck off. So I realized they said look around the area, see if you can find anything cool. So is that a street light? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. Okay, so let me check see if OBS is still crashing. Okay, well it opened up at least, so. Yeah, F5 is my pause recording button. Okay, well F7 is the button I shouldn't press because that one ends the recording. His manner is casual, but his speech is careful measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide. Alright then. What's up with this, huh? A regular large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding towards you, a giant sword at each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Him Jim Doll burning. How much are you selling this t-shirt for? Too real. That's dirt cheap. Can you just give it to me for free then? But why? Perhaps I could repay you in some other way? I deal in goods, not services. That's a rad Hingin doll, sure. Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just such a pure exemplar. I'm a big fan. You must be a serious fan. I wouldn't go that far. But the Hingin Dollar Man saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most of we don't think that the man for Hingin doll really existed, but they're wrong. What do you mean he was real? I mean, even if the man from Hingin doll didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made us so that he has. It's simple, really. Okay. You sound skeptical. It's not that it's complicated. It's all that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Katla, though not quite as far north as the Hingin doll, and watched the northern lines travel across the sky. Very unique energetic tides there. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might say. So what's up with this thing then? The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chip dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One of them especially catches you at deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you, golden orange, a sunset suit. Just make sure it works before you buy it. Can this device come in handy in my police work? Police work means playing tape, sure. You can use that. You can use it for that. Or any other time you need to play a tape. This is a stereo-approved machine here. Yes, it is the Harman Wowsheet WO2, made in Vesper, designed in Seoul. Plays reel-to-reel formats: 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio on there. And a set back 12 reel. Are you sure this is on working order? Absolutely. I've tested each one of myself with recordings of speech, found sounds, and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music. Okay. So what about these things then? See a row of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms, all staring at undoing. Trying to find something pretty cool back there. Then use it to win her back. Win her back? Yeah, find something nice. A figurine. Okay. Really? How in the world do I have the worst luck today? Everything you pick up seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys. What about the knights on horseback? Who are they? Freconagrian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys a long, long time ago. And not all blue. These figures also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles and bayonets. What exactly are these? Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. Uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose. Said the soldiers don't look impressive. Few have rifles, most of them carry pistols. Are these even soldiers? You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Well, yeah, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think the poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it. The contest might be disheartening as it ought to be. It's possible that as a coach said capitalized my friend Guard, whose bitch had made me. Wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I wish I cannot comment. I don't like either said very much. There are many parents among my customers. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinion somewhere in Marnay's. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a kingdom of conscience. What is this kingdom of conscience? It's not a place, it's a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. How do you bring about those circumstances? Incriminately. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if it gains or lost because of instability. Real lasting change can only come about gradually. So what about all the things that are wrong now? Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not even your grandchildren. But that's no excuse to not keep working. What rationality? What's saying Freud? So, wait, is it about doing things or preserving the status quo? You believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? Well, we're talking about TV shows, no. But we're talking about, like, real life, maybe, I guess? There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress. So, what's the kingdom of conscience actually like? The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe, probably because humanity need to discard many other categories that define it and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national, post-industrial, post-ideological, even post-sexual. That sounds incredible. Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? Oh, right, let's get there eventually. That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Rivershaw. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we're all going to be so much happier. So, okay, then I'm not sure why looking at action figures triggered that thought. See, Aces, Honey, Spirit, Quarks. Perception, volumetric shit compressor. I don't know what I should probably just unlock more stuff. Forget requirement, you don't have enough skill points. Unlocking new slot to research the fonts. Unlocking new slot to research the slot. Why does this one say forget? Heartache is powerful. You begin to notice this change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer than they stick to your worry warm forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administered region. The ideas of the lure and evenism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideas of the coalition, the Moralist International. These guys are signal blue, and they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? What would it be like? Alright, I guess we could save, maybe. Alright, let's see if we can see what's up with Roy. Yeah. Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrholidon. It's tough to come by on the street. Pyrrholidon? What's that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has a psychedelic side effect, and it makes your eyes turn yellow. If you could take off your sunglasses, I'd like to see your eyes. What on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them. There's another thing condition in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest. I have a feeling they mean something. What's up the triangles on your vest? I was with the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the People's Power disaster, had to take Pyrrholidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it? He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical. The People's Pile. What's that? A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Some of it probably in you as well. What about more of this? We were all an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Try to help fire brigades contain the spill. On the patch, gamma radiation lines would cross a red drop of blood. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The aspirants didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. It must have been tough. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. We all knew that was coming, even as if we were cleaning out the best we could. Whose fault was it the generator failed? No one's. Everyone's. So much bitterness. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor hoping for the best. What did you think would happen? How did you end up running a pawn shop? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later my second aunt died. Left me in this shack and there's a sort of junk in it. So I came to Marnay's. People told me don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Foulborg as I can. Still in the same city, but thanks for telling me. I like Fury more than Story. I would move it, not vortices. Yeah, you gotta get on those vortices, my man. No. I don't. Drugs are bad. I don't do drugs. Except for that one time I think I did. I don't actually remember. I think the only time I even considered taking drugs was when I was trying to knock out Measurehead. If you remember in the last episode, I had soft-locked myself and I didn't want to become racist. So instead I just decided to keep on trying to knock out Measurehead. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power like police officers. I guess that makes sense. Although, when people on Revachol or Marnay's or whatever not not really care if I'm a police officer or not, so they won't be like, oh, you said a weird thing, but you're police officers, I don't care. Wouldn't they be more like, oh, you said a weird thing, and you're a police officer. See, I told you the police here are fucking useless. So I think what we could do now is ask Kuno S, since she's the only person I know that says pig. Other than Kuno, but I'm pretty certain he said it was a girl. So we're gonna ask Kunoise. Preferably from the other side of the fence where Kuno is at. I think I can guess now how she smoked someone once. Okay. You have my gun, don't you? Never mind. I guess I have to go around and ask her. Alright, maybe I can ask Kuno about my gun. If she has it. Never mind. Let's see. I guess we could chase that. Actually, no, that's right. We have to pay off my thing, and then we should be able, I think, to sleep in a bed. If you could even call it that. It looked like a fucking war zone. So I know I can't steal those boots anymore because well, you know, I can't obviously, but So let's go ahead. Nice song. Why did I go up here? I'm supposed to talk to Gart. God. Such a mess sometimes. I should get some fucking WD-40 for this chair, because I feel like it's been squeaking like a lot now. Alright, about that money I owe. I have your money. Hope you choke on it. Here it is. Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for the services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. Alright then. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night. I'll take a room here too. Alright, I can only do one more night. What's this? Okay, well I can't go into the kitchen anymore, I guess. Ooh, I can level up. What should I level up? I think I will level up something. It'd be kind of dumb if I didn't. Let's see what I can level up. I should probably level up drama, since being able to lie could actually help me, especially since it's not even at 5 yet when conceptualization is. So I probably should have it. Cool. Keep looking, maybe someone else knows something. Right. Good night, Lieutenant. Just a moment. We just have had our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony. Okay. I wonder what happens when my morale goes all the way down. Does that mean like does that mean I become like what I was before, where I was making like suicide jokes and flaunting my gun around and shit? Ow. I got the COVID vaccine a couple of days ago. My arm's been sore for a while now. The air outside is brisk. Lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then... Now then, I feel we should talk about our investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool. Alright then. As you notice, speaking, not simple for a guy who smokes every night. Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. I guess his voice is appropriate then, since he does smoke, right? Maybe he does have that smoker's voice. So, how do you think today went? We were formed for an initial inspection of the victim's body, so that's good. One could say it's the main thing to do in a murder. And you shot the body down, which was quite the shot. It was nothing really, I was doing my job. It enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I feel we missed something though, but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough search of the crime scene, that's great. Now, as for the interviews, my list of people to talk to here, Martin names, The initiative of these, and we talked to some people. Not always the right people, I'm afraid. We didn't get to meet Everett Clare, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow. We talked to Joyce Messier, but we didn't get any info from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, that he was exhausted. What was with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard practice? Don't know why I do the things I do. It's impressive, really, for a man your age. And those heels. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green with the orange. So, what are our powers exactly? They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. Wouldn't it be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly. As citizens can always request records from the local station, officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust. Not more. The RCM's primary goal is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure. Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve as station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. How can you be sure the arrestee will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and fewer legalize and they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. I see. If someone resists, we're permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. So if I kill someone on duty, you have to supply compelling evidence why it was necessary. In these cases, the partner is usually a witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It's hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. Have I killed anyone? That's a probability, perhaps even an impossibility. I don't know if I really want to know. It's not for higher than average rate of police violence. What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict, we arrest and send them to the coalition government courts in Quran and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. So who makes all the rules? The coalition government, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government in order to restore order in the international zone after the revolution, so we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order, no more, no less. Or perhaps it's better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment is such a conundrum. The Moral Intern, what is it? The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They've been running this place after the revolution failed. If I didn't know, how would you describe them? They're a union of center-left and center-right parties all across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, and most intergovernmental organizations in the world. So, what is their symbol? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want to think, what you want you to think of them from that. Something kind of unusual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something like the dark blue serious color of the early night sky above. What do they believe in? What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe and they continue the humanist project set forth by her innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats. So, what do you think of them? The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. It's more than that. There's some kind of affection in him. You like the Moral Intern? Yes, I did. When I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky, he quotes. Not all that bad. That's another leitmotif associated with moralism. But the years have changed since then. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. Who was Dolores Day? A historic figure, the author of the modern age. You have to look somewhere else for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. I have an opinion on the Moral Intern. Do you? Things are bad up there, we need them here. You've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's greatest immigrants. Second thought, I don't have an opinion. Yeah, they've done an awful job. This isn't human. We are what's called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we're simply vigilantes. Vigilantes sound bad. Sadly, it is what we already are to most of the people in modern days. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. vigilantes. I expect our job around here to prove quite challenging. The dying lights of the city shimmer below, slowly. Like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me. He thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead. The whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks into the sky. 2 glowing circles. They really don't like us here. And that kid, Kuno. It's different inland. A Jamrock and the GRIH. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. Like I told you, this place is an orphan, falling between the cracks. And in Jamrock and the GRIH, we run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... but we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work, and if they didn't, the city would disintegrate. Hope our investigation will improve the situation. Me too, but I wouldn't count any drastic changes here in our lifetimes. He's very tired. The dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. Oh, I'm supposed to walk myself. Still don't get how buying a book would help. I would actually like to read one of those Syndrome Doll books. I know I can do a check to see if any of the books catch my interest. I don't think I can do them right now though. I should have some water. The doctor said I should probably drink some more water because I'm dehydrated like a motherfucker. See you in the morning. Yes, indeed. Bye. Alright, let's see if we can pull off our expression. What's this? Where's photo describe how rank it smells in here? I should have sent a poet. It's funny. Let's see if we can get rid of our expression. Oh, I can't, but let's see if we can. Tool not in hand. Okay, well, let me do that then. Eventually. There we go. Alright, so let's actually quick save again. Yes. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape, the steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. So we know the origin and there's no more steam. It's still impossible though, isn't it? So if I need an 18 then I can't. Hold on, so I have 4, and if I get 12, yeah, no, it's impossible. I can't do it. You can still try. Piss. Look at that, yeah, that would have. See. 11 plus 4 is 15. So yeah, oh wait, no, I actually can do it. I just need to get double 6s. Won't come off that easily. Damn it, now I really want to try getting off the expression trademark. I won't stop until I get that expression off my face. I want pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pause recording because this will undoubtedly take a very long time, to say the least. So, yeah. So let me pause the recording now. Can I alt tab? There we go. Okay, I had time to watch like a fucking 8-hour long video, so finally did it. Why? Oh, that's how. Okay, that makes sense. Because it's 2, which makes it 14, and then plus 4 is 18. Critical success. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Your face is suddenly clean of the lure that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you. Oh, I'm sad now. I wonder if I look in the mirror. It's just Harry. Oh, now I'm sad. Oh, man. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags underneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. Hey, I should probably clean my desk. Should have done this during the pause. Oops. Well, at least my screen didn't break, I think. I hope the guy didn't. That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hit the screen hard. And then sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault? Synthetic fillings separate into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It smells like alcohol, sweat, and grease. Barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your frowning eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. It's a little better. Color scenes and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Ooh. Something to do with... What was it said? Union, and it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. No more thoughts. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. Oh my god, see the murder take place or something? I doubt it. It's me? Bloody corpse of a drunk. Do you remember the scent of your childhood? I was born in a hospital. You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me. Do you remember the wife's hand on your face? I was left. That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? I can get it all back. No. It's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. What is Elysium? Everything. Pale and the SLS. On the surface, the outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion dead people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. I've talked to you before. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. Like the spots of a disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. I can come back from this. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? Trying to solve this case. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. The thin, sleep-like state, more glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. There's another type? Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head. Like clockwork, barely lets you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory. Nearly choked on my own spit there. I wonder if I only got this cutscene just because I'm sad now and I no longer have the expression trademark copyright patent pending. Good going, buddy. Is that how it's gonna be now when I close my eyes? Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is going on with me? I mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think. It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to think and be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just like your heart is finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. No, I can take this. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You'll be fired. That's a lie. You're a liar. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell, man. See how you do without your spark. Dickhead. I'm assuming Kim went in this room, didn't he? Maybe he's already waiting for me. I'm still holding the wire cutters. Maybe that's why I had such a bad sleep, is because I went to sleep with wire cutters in my hand. Let's see if I can actually wear some other clothes. Disguise. What is this gonna be? Shivers, yeah. Shivers is probably better. I guess they're sleeping as well. Should I go talk to the union boss myself? I kind of wish I did steal those boots. I didn't realize that I was gonna put it in processing whenever I clicked that option. Oops. Hope to God the recording didn't fuck up there. Looked like an alt tab for a second. You know, have I unpaused the recording? I don't think I actually have. I don't know. I can't remember anything. Okay, let me check. No, it's definitely unpaused. Alright. Where is Kim? Oh, there you are, Kim. Good morning. Morning. I got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep. Good, thanks. I'm just glad he's gone. We have ever managed to attend to. Oh, well, we'll get the armor boots in another lifetime. Points to the mess hall doors. The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them. Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the Dog Workers Union. The Bellies are hanging him, tracks in the mud, and circumstances and Martinez, my preliminary info. Which, of course, may all be wrong, but we need to talk to them. Are these men? Alright, let's just roll. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk past them. Get into our business. Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. Aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. Well, obviously I want to talk to them. I listen to logic over everything else. It's a bull. Alright, cool. We already found step 2. What's this? Photos of men in overalls. What about this? See, Hawthorne? Hold on. It's not time yet. Wait, what? Dang. Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. Alright then. Well, I guess we'll just act like we didn't see shit. 2 in the chest and down he goes. This is what I studied law for? You studied law to be a gardener? Over here! Oh, okay then. I don't know why I'm still snapping. Let me handle this. You seem a little different today. Less hospitable. You're far from home, lieutenants. This is a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen. I knew you weren't the gardener. That's right, I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dog Workers Union. Feels like she's waiting for a reaction of some sort. I mean, no trouble. Not a muscle loser to face trace yours. You're looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has info regarding on the murder. You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong army. Nothing official. The district of the Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests. Doesn't matter if we recognize our authority. We'll make an arrest if we have to. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? Well, it's Jeff easy, miss. Don't think it'll happen again. Listen, you mortal intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of River Shaw. 20 fat men in the accident and stealing it all. And you're their bodyguards. Fuck yeah. So, that's what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Let's just ask those questions. Let's. I should talk to Titus, actually. This is where you say your bit. Detective. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Oh, this about him? A real looker of that one. You sure took your time, huh? Waited for it to get real ripe and pretty for you. Oh, he was a real pretty boy indeed, hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell. I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, how would I just let them up there? You must really like cleaning up other people's shit. You might want to start asking me questions now. It's not going to get better than this. Do a head count first. Starting from the right, boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Theo, sitting in his right. Standard working boots, size 45, 46. Oldest in the room, probably mid-50s. Smoker. Crossover table, hobnail working boots, size 43. Gang tattoos, Mesker Cemeterizian. Sauron Merizian in his late 30s or early 40s. Then standard working boots, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the bit thick, wide at the shoulders and at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club, a little patch below it says T. Hardy Captain. In the far corner, Center working boot. Is that a plectrum? Where? On his neck. I forget, it's not important. Let's call this one the musician. And the little guy? Size 41. Light step, not child after all. An older male with a rat face, mean watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. The middle, heaving, wheezing, big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. He probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. At the minute, an arm, he can easily exceed over 220 pounds. These are the actors in the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. The odd soul? Exactly. You've stood here for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with the questions. Where's the 8th party? Found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th one? What are you talking about, madman? There is no 8th one. There's 7 of us, and we're all here. Oh, what? You want to be the 8th party boy? Oh, we ain't hiring. Actually, boss, we've been talking. We think she could maybe... She. So there is an 8th party, and it's a Hardy girl. Who might it be? Elizabeth? Shut the fuck up, Glenn. I do the talking here. So now, what do you want, cop? So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy, and it's a she, and you don't like us talking about her? That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. And nothing to do with your shit. And you're not good cops here. Not go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you. Good. We're all watching each other. Officer, your question? There's no point in pushing it further. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about the 8th Hardy. Alright, well, there's no point asking if he did it, because we know he did. So, let's just take off. Okay, hope that won't happen every single time. So we know that it was them. Okay, well, I guess I should have to do this again. Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. And they hang out. The pretty boy? You guys really love talking about that pretty boy. Funny. My partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Why are your boot prints all over the scene? You mean these boots? Yes. We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene. There's a catch in somewhere. He didn't confess so that we could take them all away. There's a catch. There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happens, so that you don't waste them, so you don't waste their own time. So then, when did this occur? You have to answer any of his questions. I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. How long had you known the victim? Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole. Yeah, who do you think we are? Quiet. He came round about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy? By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for Wild Pines? Same company you're striking against? No, I mean the Pines cow. That stupid ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. It's enough institution for you today. Why did you do it? Why? He was a worthless mercenary scum. He stepped out of line in my town. So he's a mercenary? And he stepped out of line. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start to strike. The experienced kind. Had Kohai and 7-9 written all over him. Ex-Orange's Special Forces. A live grenade. Right here in our bar. This one has a special threat from here. Can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. What did he actually do wrong? Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatening to kill someone as a warning. His slight unease him. He regrets mentioning the rape. Huh. What if that 8th Hardy girl was raped by the mercenary and that's why they killed him? If so, that's a pretty decent motive, I guess. To kill us all if we don't even open the gates. We don't let the scabs in. We don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here. Yeah, said it was his favorite joint. Now, started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke. Right here on the stage. He grabbed someone? Yeah, this girl is on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Guess in the second verse, the lover leg fucker grabs her leg, starts screaming, "Show me your card, show me your card." Then he gets knocked on the head of a wine bottle. He doesn't even fall down. Was this the same girl who was raped? Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. Now he got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? Something odd here. Right, but who did he rape then? It's a very serious allegation. No. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter. I'm not discussing with you clowns. Something you can do for now is still on you. So why don't I just arrest you? Yeah, lawman. Why don't you? It's almost an anthropological sight watching him try to assert dominance. Not in the arresting mood. Easy. Walk back from the aren't and they outnumber us. Okay, so don't. Although we're a little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve with a knife. Some of the others reach for the belt, their eyes alight. Easy now. Let's just talk off. Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now, Megan never want to get the fuck out of our booth. Fine. Prove your authority. Nothing. Your investigation here is done. I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Something's going on up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this. Godly. Week when you first met. Good luck with that. You've heard everything. A rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. Let's see if we can establish our authority over this guy. Although actually at the same time, that's what I wanted. Okay, so we can level up. What should we level up? Probably... I don't actually know. Maybe... Probably Savior Fair. Same time, I'm not sure when I'm going to sneak again, so maybe suggestion. Actually, at the same time, though, I have not been asserting my dominance over these fucking losers. Who in the world is authority even at? There he is. Boop. Okay. We need to prove our authority. Unbelievable. Yeah, whatever. It's probably gonna take another long time. We'll try it once on camera. Or should they have to watch this every single time? That's gonna be the hard part, is having to sit through that every single time. Piss. So what do I need? I need to have a 16. So establish a 40 is a 40 feverish thoughts. Stop shooting your pins. The law handled it, okay. Yeah, aren't you listening? Because we're both the law. You're nobody, I'm the law. Stop yelling about goddamn law in my establishment. We get it, you're all the law. I mean, I did get the expression off my face. So maybe I could actually do something else. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and pause the recording now. Okay, I've just realized. It hasn't been that long, thankfully. I have not spent hours doing this like with the other one, but I've just realized I don't think I can actually do this since it's a -1 thing, right? So, or wait, hold on, I'm actually not certain. So, it adds. Hold on. 6, 12 plus 4. Oh, I actually can do it, huh? What do you know? Never mind. Ignore this interruption. I think I'm stupid. Because I just realized I need 16, right? So if I get a 6 plus, so 12 plus 4. What is that? That's like, wait, no, that is 16. I don't know. I don't really care, actually. I think I'll just see if I can find, I think I'll go talk to the union boss. That will undoubtedly make it easier.
I don't know why that is. I went to sleep at a pretty reasonable time. I went to sleep at a reasonable. Oops, I bumped into my desk. I'm very dumb.
Sometimes it's kind of concerning that sometimes I just forget what I'm supposed to be doing randomly. Alright. Union boss. Should be easy to get in now since I knocked the fuck out of Measurehead. That guy did raise his sign. What's it like not having raised? Oh yeah, no, he did, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go talk to our good pal, the union boss, Efrat Claire, I think was his name, but I feel like I might be wrong on that end. Jeez, how many episodes have I done of this already? I mean, I'm undoubtedly there's still a lot more left to do. I think the series is going to be a really long one. Especially if I do 2-hour-long episodes. I don't know if this game's like an RPG in life, or if it's like 10 hours long, like a more, which ironically is an RPG. So, I don't have any words because I'm tired.
Probably should stop the recording now if I'm already getting this too. Only like a couple minutes. Well, not a couple minutes, but long, not that long compared to the other sessions I've done. So I'll be able to have more words to say whenever I find out Var's fat is. I don't think he'd be fat. So probably would have expected Measure to be the union boss, in all honesty. He seems like the kind of guy
To be like that. Although I think he actually opposes it, but I wouldn't know. Ay, ay, ay. I wonder who the character with the most lines of dialogue is. I mean, other than probably Kim, I would assume. There you are.
Oh, he is fat. Hey. A walrus of a man. Great effort restrains itself up, it says nothing. Mixture of expectation and impatience. Let's get straight to business. It's been a murder. Welcome, Du Bois. Mr. Kitsuragi. So good of you to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Claire, head of the Botters Union here at Martinez. I offered you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand. It looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair on the other hand looks like a torture device. You go ahead, detective. Whatever he has in store for you can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's up the Du Bois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. Why are you calling me Mr. Du Bois? Please. Mr. Du Bois. Let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist. It's nothing. Yeah, that's probably right. It's nothing. Just forget about it. Figure it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Du Bois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure. I don't sit. It's kind of my thing. Very well, Mr. Du Bois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is I won't engage in any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. Till then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. You know, tying the volition, buddy. Yeah, you like a fork. God, I really gotta upgrade volition. Alright, fine. Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man. And reasonable men can be of use to one another. So, tell me, how can the head of the Debatters Union have a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today? What? You're choosing the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside. Oh, by the way, I heard you got some rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. Should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it. Wow, 25 real. That's good money. I'm good. Okay, I respect a man with principles. No handouts then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun? Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. Lost gun. Lost gun. Lost gun. Oh. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. Excuse me, I hope you don't mind if I fix my Elysium, do you? When he said don't worry, he actually meant be very worried. How do you know about my lost gun? I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's gonna be alright. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children are out there playing with it right now, pointing in their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I just have a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Don't panic, the chair is killing you. It was loaded, there are 2 bullets in it. You should always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. I can't quick save, can I? No, I cannot. Well, I can try not panicking. Piss. You're sweating. I'm not about to cry. Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good. What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill. Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois. Harry. Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? I've had some kind of medical emergency. Nah, I'm good as it gets. Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal. What an odd demonstration of... You got me, Harry. I don't even know what... As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting your time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are, too. Okay, enough. We're here to ask you some questions. I couldn't click there for a second. Quick, here's a window. Get yourself together. It's about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity. Call me Mr. Dubois, why? Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry. That's what the hanging corpse called you. Harry. So that's really my name? My god, it's true. I don't want to believe it, but you are a science fiction amnesia cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that are very low. It's true, my memory's a bit hazy. I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is, I have a big, fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out. I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you're probably right. I can. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it. Are you trying to tell me you got to hold some of our documents? Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now. Okay, that's not smart. How in the How, man? That's it. What? How did I fail that? That was... You have got to be kidding me. I failed that? That was a... What? How am I... God, what? Oh. I've got nothing to hide. Oh, Harry. Wow, this is really something. I'm sure it's not that bad. Worse, he has an old RCM folder. I very much doubt that. So, how about it, Harry? Your assistants, I presume? What's my full name? It's Harry. Harry DuBois. Oh, okay. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you? Do you know anything about my family? Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in there. Unless you think you're a family man. Think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. Well, yes, I'm sure you can make a little boy or girl one day very happy, Harry. What kind of comment to say I am? Well, if I were to sum it up in one word, it would be apologetic. I'm sorry? Yes, you seem to be. A lot of the time, but right now there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you. He's probably just making a guess based on our recent activity. Where'd you get that folder? This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry. I find that very suspicious. May I have a look? I'm afraid this is meant for unionized only. Okay, fine. Let's take above matters then. What about my lost gun? My best friend are on it, searching every playground, as kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort. The only way you could find it seems to be working with him. May even be holding your gun hostage. Could he really be holding my gun hostage? Who knows? Only one thing's for certain. If you work with him, you're gonna get it back. And work with him might be the only way to do it. So, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop if you manufactured that in. Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry. Relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez. It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting. Huh. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back? Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course. Of course. I understand. We will help you. You help us. I met Joyce, the company representative. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. Hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make clear, Harry, this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals? We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such great friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. Why haven't you let her in to see you? If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. I don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. He doesn't want to see her. Oh, okay then. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. Completely transparent. I have no interest in what she's doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her all about it. My bird's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am, and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. F-word, doesn't mind. It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. I'm looking into your shady brew. I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There's so many moving parts of my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing, if you can make it even shadier. He sincerely has no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about either, in all honesty. What's in the containers outside your office? My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. What's the one there? Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers of you. Smooth talking. Maybe that's what we should go by opening the container. At least you should at least try convincing it. I'm told the unit is involved in a local drug trade. What? How could she say that to me? You know, I appreciate a joke as any other jolly fat guy, but I can't take any slander. Are you actually investigating this? Appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell. I am. You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you never talk to me about this again because you don't want to wound me, so do what you want and change the subject. Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must. You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were a favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry. None taken. I want to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course, that's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help. Like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about, but honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. You need to interview me. This is a but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange info, we could blow this whole thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're a police officer, right? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. I've opened a few doors in my life. I'm sure you can open this one with flying colors, Harry. This is really very simple, and there's nothing shady about it. An excellent opportunity prevents itself, sorry. You can win the trust of the arch liar, present the plan into his hand, then, should you wish, bend his efforts into your own. Whose door is it? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. What do you mean? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasel feels no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over with so I can discuss business with you. Why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that kind of extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day. You want to send a message? You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you? I repeat, I'm a very busy man, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. Okay. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done. We can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Banana. He's down by the gates. Banana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations, hard socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that loser to come home and see the unlocked door. Okay. Wait! You're gonna need this to get in and out for the gate. Thanks. I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. How did we get out whenever I passed out that one time, if you remember? Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry. I'm pissed I lost that 80% chance red check. How do I even lose those? Like, if that isn't like an indicator that I'm actually cursed or some shit, I don't know what is. I should probably use my next skill, my next level up to upgrade my thoughts, since I could actually use that. I could possibly maybe use that, of course. Should have to talk to Banana. I wonder what the guy outside has anything to say about it. Isn't he like Irish or something? I don't actually know. Oh, hi, mister. I need to talk to you here. Okay, then. Can you keep this reading shorter? Sure, mister. Absolutely. I've only one to help out such nice fellows as yourself. Where is everyone? Oh, most of the guys are at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working. Not everyone down there, of course. Mr. Everhart is in his office where he always is, and John Luck is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys get into drunken trouble, and Everhart sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. Trouble did Titus and his friends get into? I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Even boys stirred up something in town, probably drank too much and got a fight. Did they kill someone? No, I don't think they killed anyone. So that guy probably doesn't know the whole story, since we know that guy, we know that was probably shortly before they got murdered. So what do we know? We know that Titus and his pals were the ones that did it, and we know that the murder is tied to the Union, like we thought originally. So to go to ask him, hey, can we have this thing for the thing? It should tell us where the door is as well, where we're headed. Low in health, put points into endurance. Shut up. Yeah, class, yeah. But I feel like this will be relevant later on, because otherwise I don't know why it's there other than for nerds in like comment section to be like, it's pronounced Ornier, not Orange, you fucking idiot. Man, no one cares how you pronounce a fucking made-up area. You know, speaking of mental disorders, since this game is like about mental disorders and stuff, right? So, what's the deal with those people on TikTok that fake disorders? Why was it so trendy? How'd you like our harbor? It was nice enough. But it's a rest area on the path leads across open plains. Right, you talked on the boss eye to eye. Everyone said you have a key to the door. Key, huh? What's this key supposed to open? You said it belonged to a weasel? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here, and let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during a strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Here's another weasel. Polar weasel. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, so you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse, the one that's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. More organizations, what you call compartmentalized. Means you keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where'd you get the key from? The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about his life and things that really, truly matter. Anything you should know about this task? Squeeze a person will be home. I'm more of a philosophical dog worker. I like to talk about big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we're fighting for. Who he is and what they're fighting for is interesting. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Lost Art is an independent militia group. A bit too high strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the law of rule and all that, except it's Everhart's law. But really, they're just like you. Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighboring vigilantes? There's only one law friend, and that's me. Why not? It must be nice being called something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks. Alright, yeah. Whatever. So I go to greenhouse. I still don't have a map though. That's annoying. I even got my own overalls. So he did call me racist though, so am I actually doing like a hate crime? Well, I guess anything to find out what the case is about, I suppose. I'm not doing this like as a, okay, why am I lagging so much? I'm not actually doing this as like a racist thing, right? Right? Why is this highlighted? Too roundabout north. Capside apartments. You're too excited. Everard did say all I had to do was just open the door. Which is a bit suspicious. Why am I lagging this much? Dang. Shut up. Oh, hold on, wait, isn't there something with the smoker guy? Wait, what is this? No thanks. Reality lowdown, I already tried that. Choices info. Special borscht. Open your apartment. Open the apartment door. Prove my authority. Point 1. What is race? Didn't I have a quest to find something? Oh, the smoker on the balcony. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 21 o'clock. Oh, yeah, that was too late. Okay. Okay, this should be the door. Guess no one's in. It's oddly silent. What's your opinion of this task? Let's be honest, this isn't what I joined the RCM for. But every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently working with the local unit boss to get info on investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. So you don't mind if I unlock the door? I mind that a local thug is using the RCM for his busy work, but if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave until Everard we open the door. No one seems to be telling us if we actually did it. Lie to Everard? Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task, you make the call. The door is right here, you could just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never going to find out what's behind the door. Yeah, and plus, I feel like lying to Everard will get me killed in more ways than I can count. What's in, huh? I gotta know what's in, bro. Too damn curious. Well, my mic's dirty, probably because I usually have it on the floor. Or not the floor, on my desk where there's dust and shit. What in the world? This is kind of eerie. Wait, hold on. The hidden world of walking sticks. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun. So is this guy like super... The flag of Revachol is suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are thousands of suns dancing around the big sun. That is the sevenfold sun miracle. And what is the sevenfold sun miracle? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Huh. Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain. Lieutenant is an old-fashioned guy. I won't bow down, probably some racist undertones. Flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it like all feudal flags. Looks like a children's drawing. Row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A little rank, though cheerful images of ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful about the way the curves and lines of the body were drawn. The image betrays a lack of interest in human beings. Are they merely unflattering caricatures? What do I mean uncomfortable? Do you know these mugs since it's like other people very much? Oh. Typical asshole. This person is unhappy. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this. You know, so this mug and compare. There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the warrants container to dump his trash. Now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say. An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting other clues. Down the road. Perhaps you should break into other apartments more often. Do you think it's the same person? Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes and the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence. Can't ask Everard who this is. Smell disinfected. It smells like chemicals. So that I was correct, not logic. I do like logic. This only has an advantage, so I may as well put it on. Nice. Piss soaked or cum stained. Elysium. Small suitcase full of clothes. I guess they're staying over. Maybe he's on the run. Okay, well that was interesting. Now I don't feel that bad that this guy's probably gonna be found dead within the next couple of days. And plus, I'm pretty certain Everard would know if I were lying to him because he seemed to know everything that I've been doing, despite the fact that I have not seen anyone telling me. Except maybe Titus, but how in the world would he report back to him whenever I haven't even seen him until today? I feel like I slurred most of that. Alright, whatever. It's not that big a deal. So now we just have to run back to Everard. I'm actually pause the recording here. Alright, we're back. I just figured out how to get up here. Open the door you discussed. I'm very glad to hear that. Do you mind if I actually upgrade my brain real quick? Bang. Let's see. That's right, I want to see what the issue with democracy is. I don't think I can level up now, right? Yeah, I can. I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble and see what's inside the apartment, did you? There's no way to sway this man in any direction. He's unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth. I may have gone inside and found a collection of racist mugs. Just as I thought, culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everard's Rainbow Coalition. He was testing you and you succeeded. Now, let's get down to brass tracks. It's time for men like me to figure out who killed who and why. The mug collection I mentioned, I found a similar mug. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I believe you're doing the best and leading me to what I do best, helping people with the power of politics. Yes, how do you think this weasel is someone connected to murder? Oh, no, I don't cross paths like that. All I want for you is to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you. Oddly, it seems to be true. But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers. Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just a basement variety of nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Ashes are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting with this right? Smart police boys don't hack an imaginary baton. Oh, of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are. Yeah, that's all he's gonna say on the subject. Heard connection between the lynching and the strike. Wonder what you know. By now, I'm sure you figured out who the dead man was working for, the bad guys. Wild Pines sent to scare us, and never violent measure of the top passing against us flat caps. No, listening. Harry, the strike is the culmination of many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. You mean our victim? A security contractor. Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they sent hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire. He performs motions of spraying bullets. I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisa, Seminine, Samariza, you name it. They've done it, raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company. Harry. Everything they did there was brought over here. I'm gonna have hiccups. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. You have a village elephant? No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and the brutality are very real. Go on. Now, I haven't personally witnessed brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Go on. What about my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be here the next time they move it. It'll be very fun, I promise. But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. They were all hard commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even though a negotiator couldn't control them. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out in trees. By negotiator, you mean Joyce? Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grits, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And what we do, we push to kill. Who exactly did the pushing? There's a militia wing outside the Union, or inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Make sure everything runs smoothly. That sounds a bit like organized crime. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow. Again, that sounds like organized crime. So these idealists killed our victim? One day, Titus Hardy, leader of the peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialistic father drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening this land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave him 2 weeks paid leave and told him to lay low to avoid retaliation. Aren't you worried we might arrest him for this? Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. The Marnay's boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, send my lawyer to go look after them. If he's just boasting, that it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried. He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway, you mentioned a lawyer girl? Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn all fancy, but hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Wait, the girl by the whirling, the one who keeps an eye on you. Is she talking about her? Don't give him the pleasure. Oh. She also really liked gardening, I hear, in March. Strange. Anyway, let's move on. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew. They are simply fine, young man. All 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really got kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative. Interesting. Who's second in command? They're almost all of them. Great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only have the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them, hell, interview them, but don't fight them. They really are just like you, men who like beer, women, and some wood around the streets. I met these artists. Can you ask them to cooperate with me? But of course. It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it after we conclude this talk. You go now tell us about this, see what he has to say. Also, Harry, here's 5 real. But why are you giving it to me? I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding that 5 real. Well, I don't need it. I just wanted to ask you about the Hardy Boys. Oh, I wasn't offering to you. I'm just holding it out there. But I am willing to share info. Is there anything else? What do you know about the mercenaries? How do I know? Or how do you know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their M.O. That's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in settlement, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if they had the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell they are not surprised to see an army of scabs underneath my gates. So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor? You said it. Hell. One of those guys looks big enough to take down a proverbial elephant. Boys like that just don't happen to show up during strikes. That does sound quite unlikely. The big guy leading the scabs at the gates is colossal. Oh, so Mitchell worked with the scabs. Okay, so these guys are the good guys. He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange. Was it a good talk? That's really much my headway there. I was hoping to bust the case wide open. Heck, I want to tell you what I really wanted to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Marnez, and of course I wanted you to find your gun. It's not like I can't completely. It's like I can't completely trust you yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you. It's like you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't. A man of the left, say to be social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't. I do what my heart tells me to do. What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it, or does you think it wants to be found? I think it's only in cold. It wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you. And what would this entail? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. I just need to get 2 little signatures of this piece of paper, and then mail it to my account in La Delta. What are these signatures for? I'm glad you asked. You need to build a modern youth shelter in Marnaise. It will be righteous. We're gonna get all those teenagers off of drugs and on roller skates. It does sound pretty nice. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. What do you think of this? I've hit the wrong button. It depends. I don't think what we got from Mr. Clare is very useful. He thinks it's your call. Where is this place exactly? On the coast. Cul-de-sac, little village. What happened to the current occupants? We're just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months and they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth shelter designed by the best architects from Stella Maria's. Alright then. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need little signatures from Isabel, Sadie, and little near Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear that there's some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun. Alright. See you soon, to barter. Just kidding, but not too much. Interesting. There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access for the next 12 to 40 months. It will be dominated by constant construction noise. What are the ramifications of this? Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell the property for cheap and move out. People are going to have to move away. I should have seen it. Everybody has his eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign it instead of those listed. Or you could force your signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we can do anything. Everyone won't believe you get the villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try forgery as soon as we cross the water lock. Youth center cuts into the ocean. And it's going to cover most of all the streets. And the square between existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubit. High fight. I mean, I don't really care that much, right? They're all scabs, aren't they? Right. Don't see why I should care about the racists and how they feel. If they don't care how others feel, I shouldn't care about how they feel, right? It is interesting though that Everett leaves out pieces of the puzzle. I think I might take a little break for a sec. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it's a good time to end the episode. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and quick save and I'll end the episode. So, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, favorite. Is that even a thing? I don't think it is, last I checked. Fucking rate the video 5 stars. Whatever. Leave a video response. Yeah, that's it. I'll just wait for this to load and then I'll save and quit. If it loads. So, maybe I should have done that as soon as it loaded. Oh well, it's not that big a deal, is it? Actually, I can just end the recording right now, I guess, so I'll just do that.